Hey guys, welcome everybody. Ah dear. So, my FUT Champs is over. We've managed to get goal free the last game. Whew. That was stressful. That was so stressful. Oh my god. How stressful. But yeah, we got through it in the end, but that was ridiculous what I was going through. And, like I say, I don't wish that on anybody, to be fair. I think, things desperately need to be done, but unless we have backup with each other, it's not gonna end, is it? It's just gonna continue being the way it is, and just got to for the next season, for the next FIFA, really, you've just all got to back each other up. No, don't put points on. Just work through it, and that way, everybody's going to be helping each other out with that. I'll just do this. I'll just write something on the floor, which I'm just got to get this out. That's it. Got it. You remember? I don't know if you guys know about this, but in the PS4 controllers, you got these little springs which connect to the triggers. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? Can you see it? Okay. That's what it is. I just seen it on the floor because I used to. I don't do it now. I used to smash my controllers up because of anger and frustration over this game. But I don't do it now, so I don't need these kind of things. But yeah, that's basically I just smacked on the floor. FIFA in general has cost me a lot of money due to controllers. Breaking them and smashing them and losing my rag over the stupidity. And yeah, I'm sure a lot of you can understand that. Within logic, because as you know, FIFA has no logic anymore. With a 95 rated goalkeeper that just comes out and tries to sew stuff everything with his feet, and you look on his attributes, it doesn't show that. It doesn't show, a trait of some sort on the goalkeeper. So if you look on the attributes, okay, player traits, look, team player rushes out of goal. But that doesn't mean that, it doesn't say he uses his feet, it just says he rushes out. That means he'll come out and try and, cover the area that's needed to block the shots. But throughout the weekend league, he doesn't seem to do that. He just seems to rush out and just try and save everything with his feet, and and that was another bit really that really aggravated me, frustrated me a lot. Added to the fact of people cheating during the weekend league, went on 3-0 up, smashed in, nothing to be worried about. Then all of a sudden pauses the game and ends up being a totally different player to what I started off playing. Yes, there's probably nothing you can do about that, but if I can sit here and struggle through all the games that I play off my own back, then why can't everybody else do exactly the same thing? And that's my argument. So if I'm not cheating someone else, so why do they have to try and cheat me out of the games I deserve to win that they don't deserve to win? Does that make sense to you? So that's the partly another part that really angers me and frustrates me and annoys me. I think that's kind of like a ticking bomb, really, that when you get those kind of people and you know exactly what's happening in front of you, you can see it on your screen, you know exactly what's happening, you've got no control over it. That's something that really angers me inside. The other thing as well about the game, while we're on the subject of the game itself, free kick-off goals, and we've had it quite a long time where you score a goal and you're in complete control of the game, and the next thing he's got a kicks off. All your players, you probably noticed yourself, all your players just like back off. You can't get near them. Your defenders completely go really slow, and you can't stop the player from just running from the kickoff straight through onto goal. That, for me, is a cheat, because, yes, people take advantage of it to try and get the equaliser or try and win the game, but it's still a cheat, because if you watch in an actual match, if somebody tried to take on a full team by themselves from a kickoff, you're going to get clonked. You're going to get put, you're going to get took out. So that's another thing that really annoys me as well. The biggest, probably the other biggest frustration of this game is the servers, connections. People are messing about with connections. And I've seen it on numerous occasions. It's been, been talked about, it's been spoke about, it's been looked at. Everybody's got their own opinions on it. But for me, the biggest game probably in the history of gaming. And if you look at all the other games of like Fortnite or Call of Duty, you don't really have any server issues at all. And if there is an issue, that they shut the game down, fix the problem, and restart the game. With FIFA, on the other hand, with EA servers, with EA themselves, they don't particularly care. As long as they're getting the revenue, that's all they give a shit about. And it's a fact. We all know that, but it's a fact. But they just carry on. They carry on, regardless of the issues of the servers. They just carry on, let the game stay open. They don't give a shit. We suffer from it. The people with all these ridiculous teams, overpowered teams that not only that, don't have the right to have those teams because of the way they've got those teams. And that's another issue. So we're going through the different issues, but we're going through them in a calm way. So you got people banging money on left, right and centre, to not work through the game to create their team. They've just bought the FIFA points to spank money on, and deliberately just got bought coins either on another account, transferring the money over by buying the players on the other account. A full maximum price. We've seen it at no end of times. When you go through the transfer market, you can see exactly what's happening, and it's still happening now. Even though that FIFA say, if you get caught, you'll get banned and all this palaver, but you see it all the time. So they're not actually doing their job. They're just letting these people do whatever they want. And for likes of us, like, we're the ones that get punished for it because, you know, we're obviously making catch up. You know, we're trying to catch up with the people that have made those teams, because who don't have the right to have those teams because they've done it not in the right way. They've done it illegally, you know, not in the proper way. So, you know, we're playing catch up all the time. Now, with other aspects of the game, the passing, half the time it's crap, you know. That's due to the service. I've noticed that as well. Due to the service, when you're trying to pass the ball, if the service are bad, the passes go just all over the place. You can't defend, you can't play, you can't, you know, it's just a horrible experience. And for all the FIFAs that I've actually played, I mean, I've played every single one that's ever come out. I've played all the football games that's ever come out. So I've noticed all the changes and I've seen all the changes. And I've got to be honest, this has got to be one of the worst FIFA games that EA has ever made in the history of all the FIFAs that's ever been made. And that's difficult to say because I love playing FIFA. I do. I love football. That's the reason why I play it, because I love football. But they're not making it into a football game. They're making it into a complete circus. They're making it a farce, you know, a complete farce. They're just making it so for the people who do all these skills and all the movements and all the stupidness, they're making it just for those people. They're not considering the wider community, the wider spread that want to just play a football game and not a circus game. You know, if they didn't implement Volta, now 5-a-side has been in FIFA a few times, but not to the extent of adding those movements to 11-a-side. You get all those tricks and flicks and everything else in a 5-a-side match because that's where it's come from. You know, that's where it's basically based on. But if you base it onto the 11-a-side, it doesn't exist in an 11-a-side football match. It doesn't. Because can you imagine somebody trying those things in a real life situation, a real life 11-a-side? I can honestly sit here and tell you now that person would have no legs left. He wouldn't. And you've got to be honest with yourselves. Have you ever seen 11-a-side versus 11-a-side? Every single player on the pitch doing all those ridiculous things? I know the answer already. And the answer is no, you haven't. So there you go. You know, those are my certain things that I wanted to get out to my system, but discussing with you. Hi Jack, welcome in. So those are my, little bits of information that I wanted to discuss with you today. As far as my channel, it's improving. It takes time, a lot of effort and heartache and pain. You know, a lot of sleepless nights because, as you know, you've got to put the time and effort into building your channel up. So it will continue. We'll constantly, push forward and try and widespread it. We'll try and add different things to the channel. But it's the game that really ruins the experience. It's not the people who I speak to, it's the game that ruins the experience. But, hopefully within time, hopefully next year, that they will realise what they've done. But, I'm not holding my breath too long. But we all hope that, things change. We all hope that things get better, but it's not for the lack of hoping, is it? But anyway, we've got our squad battles to open. We haven't opened them yet, but I thought I'd have a little discussion with you before we do. So there you go. Right, okay, so let's... there we go. Godfrey, I didn't really play a lot of squad battles. I mean, I find it so boring and unentertaining. It's just, I don't know, I can't seem to, put myself just to play squad battles. I am a competitive person. I've always been competitive, but I think there's a limit. There's competitiveness and there's over competitiveness. With the situation of the game, it's gone way over, as in competitive. There's no an enjoyable part of FIFA really, unless you're doing pro clubs and you're creating a competition with your friends, like I've been doing. Otherwise, it's not as it's not enjoyable like it used to be. There's no fun factor or relaxation with the game. You can't really enjoy it as much as it used to, because, like I say, the competitive means of the game now is that it's a win-win or all cost attitude. We've seen it so many times where people DDoS people, do no loss glitches, cheating your opponent out of a win which they don't deserve to have. Like, for instance, during the weekend league, you've seen it. I'm 3-0 up. They paused the game. Next minute, completely different player, and there's nothing you can do about it. Just hope and pray that you get through it. But all these aspects, and you think in this day and age, this actual day and age now, that people would actually think about how people feel if they've been cheated, or for instance, to sit there and think, well, would I like to be cheated, or how would I feel, so it just shows that there's a lot of people don't have the morals or the respect at all for anyone when they're playing this game, and that's probably one of the most biggest things, I think, as well, apart from FIFA. So, hi Liam, welcome in. So, there's different things in there that need to be changed and addressed. So, hopefully next year will be different. But, like I say, I'm not holding my breath. So, we only got 2 packs anyway to open. There's nothing major here. But I just thought I'd share with you whatever I get out of them, and whatever it is, really. So let's see what we get. Alright then, guys, wish me luck, and fingers crossed. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go! Rub the base, rub the base, rub the base, rub the base. Here we go. Cheers, Bolt, thank you. Oh, it's got blue. Is it Congo? No, it's French. It's right back. It's Bayern Munich, and it's a Champions League card. And I've had that card. How many times do you think I've packed that card? My God, I've packed him loads of times. That one, I've packed him loads. It's way weird how you just keep collecting the same old shit all the time. Oh, we got Wembley. Yay, we got Wembley. So that's cool. Get rid of, put him up there, you never know. Might have a bit of luck. Right, okay, so our Prime Mix Players Pack, see what we get out of this. And yeah, fingers crossed, really. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, boom. Okay, so here we go. No, nothing, just a load of rubbish. There we go, not to worry. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. So, I mean, I just find this extraordinary, really, where people could just put a bag load of money on to buy all these packs and just get bugger all out of it, but you're just wasting. I mean, how much is 1,000 FIFA points. How much would that cost? So let's work it out. So 1,000. So basically, it's £8 a pack. Say £8 a pack. I mean, that's just such a lot of money, isn't it? And those promotions there is 12. So it's eight. Oh wow. It's over 80 quid. I mean, that's just phenomenal. Over 80 quid for that. Yeah, about 8 quid. So there you go. My team, I like my team, I do. But the biggest thing that I found this weekend is the goalkeeper once again. I don't know who I am going to try Neuer, I think. I've tried his normal one, his normal goal, and I thought he was absolutely horrendous. So, let's have a look for Bundesliga. Let's have a look. There he is. The 96. Is that the team of the season or is that team of the year? I'm not sure which one it is. We'll put that. There we go. So that works, doesn't it? That works. There we go. So 96. I don't like him. I think he's crap. Hopefully this one's better. I don't know what his attributes are. Let's have a look. Traits. Leadership, goalkeeper, long throw, rushes out goals, same as the other one. Comes for crosses, which is good. Comes for crosses. He's 6'4" as well. He's taller, I think, as well than the other one. Let's have a look. 6'2", yeah. So he's 2 inches taller. Probably makes a bit of a difference. So we'll give him a go eventually. I don't know how much this guy is going to cost, to be fair. Let's have a look. Well, okay. Oh, so that's the team of this. Oh, okay. So that must be the team of the year one. Okay. So the team of the season one then. So let's have a look at the team of the season. That's quite cheap for a very high rated goalkeeper. I think that's quite cheap. I've got a feeling it will go down a fair bit more. 95 rate, you can't really complain with that. So that's another thing I just got to hopefully I'll pack something and I can sell it and put towards it. Or there's an SBC I can do, but got to say that that's a good card. So hopefully that we can swap this shower shit and for the newer. So 95 is the team of the season. So there you go. Yeah, that's basically all there is really that I wanted to discuss with you today. Like I say, we've done well to get to where we did do in the end, goal free, thankfully. But I should have got there way before I did. But as you know, I definitely got cheated out of quite a few games. It is heartening, disheartening, very much disheartening. It's degrading, really, as you think and imagine why people do what they do. We all want to win, but at least I play fairly and I try my hardest, and I don't get anybody else, as you can see, to come and take over my game, and I'll play it off my own back. And that makes me the legit and honest FIFA player you will ever meet in your life. And I'm proud of it. Because I don't do any skills. I don't do none whatsoever. One, I don't know how to. But two, I don't want to know. Because for me, that takes what football is all about out of the game. If you do that. To me, that's not football. That's not FIFA. That's not what football is. And I prefer to play football, and I prefer to be honest. I prefer to play honest. And if I can sit here and play honest and get to goal 3 and goal 2 sometimes, then that makes me a better player. That makes me the better player compared to those those guys who try and cheat me by doing those ridiculous things and passing the control over to their little friend to take over because they're losing 3-0. So that shows me that I am the better player by far. I don't cheat no one. I don't need to cheat anybody. I don't want to cheat anybody. I don't sit here banging money on left, right and centre just to improve my team. I work to get my team. I work to improve my team. So that makes me the better FIFA player than those guys who cheat, who use the ridiculous moves. That makes me the better player. And I'm proud of it because I can sit here and hold my head up high, knowing for a fact.
Craig, do you think FIFA 22 is worse than FIFA 21? It's over for EA.
Craig, do you think if FIFA 22 is worse than FIFA 21? It's most definitely. I think it's been over for quite a few years. I'd say 3 years, 4 years. Since they implemented Ultimate Team, that's where it started to go downhill. Since Foot Champs got implemented in FIFA. Foot Champs, let me rephrase that. Since Foot Champs got implemented into it, that's where it started to decrease and go downhill. Then they implemented other stuff, which to me is just complete nonsense. I don't agree with it. Doesn't exist. And that's another thing that's made the game go downhill. Because now everybody feels as though they need to win at all costs. They need to cheat at all costs to get that win, to get those prizes, to increase their game. That's the way it is. That's what they think. And for me, I think it's just disgusting. And I think it's degrading. You're degrading your fellow man to cheat another fellow man out of a win that you don't deserve to have. And that's my issue as well with the game. So, there's a lot of changes that need to be changed. A hell of a lot of changes. But while... Excuse me a minute. I can't get that. Hang on, I got something there. That's it. While the game is as it is, people are just going to, cheat and do what they need to do to get that win. And it is upsetting in a way because it's degrading people, of all manner. And I can't seem to contemplate, and I can't seem to understand why they need to. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to improve the team. Everybody wants to get those prizes, the best cards, the best players. But you don't have to cheat to do that. You don't have to cheat to do that. Hi, Michael. So, fair play, do mate. So, yeah, that's the way it is. But it never used to be that way. It used to be fun, enjoyable. You used to have competitions on here, and it used to be great fun. But now, it doesn't excite me anymore. I don't get a buzz from playing it. When I win a game, I still don't get a buzz from it. I don't get a
People
buzz
that buy FIFA points should not face people that don't buy FIFA points.
Yeah, but that's very difficult to put those kind of people together. The only way forward is to take it off completely. But EA won't do that because it's their biggest revenue system. When people just ban money on it, and that's the way. That's where their biggest revenue is. But like in Germany, as you know, not Germany, Belgium, that it got banned. It got banned, and I got to say, I hope and pray it does happen here, because then, as you know, the likes of Bateson and all those pro YouTubers, they'll be knackered. But the other worst part of that, though, if it does get banned, the FIFA points, you know full well that everybody's just going to start loading up on coin buying, and that's where you're going to see it. You know, that's the other area where people are going to go to. There's going to be more coin buying, and if that happens, there's going to be nothing on the market, because people are just going to buy all the players at once without working, and there's going to be nothing on the market. So that's where it is, I'm afraid. That's the situation that we're all in. But unless things dramatically change with people's attitudes, it's not going to change. It's just not going to change, and it's going to stay the same. It's going to get worse every single year unless people make a change. Unless you change your attitude, and you know, that's where it is. And as hard as it is to say, you know, I can't see it getting any better for next year, because otherwise, you know, while this is continuing, it's not going to get any better. It really isn't. So I just hope it does, but logically, I can't see it. I really can't. You know. So, but we all hope and pray it does. We all want change, but as long as people continue to buy FIFA points and act the way they do towards their fellow man, you know, then nothing's going to change, and that's a simple fact.
We need to protest outside the headquarters.
What, do a protest against Glazers? I really can't see anything happening differently at all. I can't. I wish it was different, but I just can't see it. Is that actually got one? No, it's just fucking hard to.
People that do skills should not face people that don't do skills.
No, but you how would that actually work though? Because I can't see how you could connect to somebody who doesn't do skills. See, a few points rather. Now there is another way that you could alter the fact that you could put two modes on at the beginning of the game when you load it in, that it gives you a choice whether you want to play with skills or you don't. And if you don't, you only come against people that don't do skills. So it's fair. You're given a choice at the start. I can't see why they can't implement that. No, so you got like two versions of it. So you either choose the one with skills, or you choose the one without skills. If you choose the one without skills, you only come against opponents that can't do skills. You know, you're playing your own thing, your own standard, your own enjoyment. And for people who want to do skills, then you just play against those kind of people. I think that way it's going to be a lot fairer, and I say that's the only way forward for me. With the skills kind of thing implemented, if by giving you a choice, if you want to play skills or you don't want to play skills. So like there's two versions, so that way everybody's got a choice of how they want to play. So I can't see why that can't be introduced and why that should be a problem, because if you look at the game, what they put into the game, like the cars, the other modes as well, I can't see how that can be a problem, because you're agreeing to it right at the beginning of the game. When you load it in, it gives you a question, skills, mode, skills, or mode no skills. I can't see how that can be a problem. I think that would be the better way forward. Give people the choice of which way they want to play. You know. So there you go. So I just thought I'd put my points across anyway. Well, there you go, guys. We'll have a little look on my squad here just before we go and head off. As you know, I'd like to add this player, and I think it would fit. Kessie, I think he would be a better CDM than that other one, because as you know, if you put Kessie in here, he's Brazilian. Just put that Syria, there we go. That's the one, there we go. Oh, he's not Brazilian, I thought he was Brazil. Beg your pardon. So, 6 yeah. But yeah, there we go. He's a far better CDM than the other one. Trying to think how I could fit that in. I mean, there's any other way I could by putting the two icons there. That way I've got the full links and then swap them around, you know, during the game, I think. So, for instance, if I managed to get him at the Red Peaks, for instance, if I was lucky enough, if I put, say, for instance, these on the bench, those two on the bench, and then just put, like, you know, at the start, put him there and him in there. That way I got full links, and it get, you know, then I can, you know, change them around during the game. So that's the only way I can think of how I could add them, you know, to the squad during the time when I'm playing. So that's the only way really I feel that could be done. But we'll see. You know, let's see what we get. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm going to head off because I've got a lot to do today. To be fair, I've got loads to do. I got to do food shopping and other things. So, and that's basically what I've got to do today. So, yeah. But there we go. I'll just do the important parts of the channel, which is monetization of the stream.
Craig, instead of pausing the game and switching players, you can edit custom tactics and switch them there.
Yeah, I just don't know how I could do that though, because of the players I've got. Because I've got La Liga, you know, I've got Bundesliga going on, and you know, so I don't know how I could fit them all in really with the formation I use. So I don't know. We'll work something out, you know, a little bit later anyway. We'll work it out, I suppose. But there you go. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully you've enjoyed the stream and what we've discussed. And if you've got any points that you want to put forward, let me know in the chat, or let me know in the comments. Then I will get back to you and reply to you as well. That'd be great. So yeah, take care, guys, and have a good one. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you later on. See you soon, guys. Take care. Bye for now.